If you just now tuning in, hit the like, hit the subscribe, and hit the bell. GMS fam, the green room. Let's talk about it. Yo, GMS fam, the green room. What's going on? Happy Monday. Happy motherfucking Monday. We are back for another week of the GMS show. You know we go live every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Start switching up the times a little bit more, man. You know, I got other things I got going on, so I want to make sure I'm available for those things as well. You know, we start out every show with peace, love, positive energy, good vibes, passing it forward, hoping that you pass it along as well. We keep that green mind state. We stay as positive as we can. I hope everybody had a very good weekend. Shout out to all the mothers. Happy Mother's Day to all the wonderful mothers who hold it down and go above and beyond. You know, we appreciate you here at the GMS show. So without further ado, let's get into it, man, because we got a lot to talk about, and I just need y'all to buckle up for this shit, man. Just buckle up. Now, shout out to everybody in the chat, man. I see you, Eternal Umber, Black Man America, Glow, Grits and Gravy. What's going on, GMS fam, the green room, Earth Angel, Faith. Now, let me take a hit so that I can say this as calm as possible. I don't want to work my nerves or increase my blood pressure. But there is a heathen of a woman who I must talk about today, who can't escape the wrath. She goes by the name of Cynthia G. Oh, I'm not Kendra G. Much love, Kendra G. Cynthia G. Sorry, I get those names mixed up. I think Kendra G's dope. Kendra G is another person. She's dope. Cynthia G is a heathen motherfucker. Now, the reason I'm speaking on this is because I think anybody that has an outside opinion on something and can see things for what it is, most likely has a more valid opinion, and it won't be rooted in emotion and, you know, bias. So first and foremost, anybody that ends up watching this later, please understand that I am not a fan of Kevin Samuels. I did not watch his lives. I did not abide by his rules, regulations, or just his overall message that he was trying to convey to his listeners. Now, in every message, in some way, shape, or form, somebody's going to be right about some things. Some people are going to be wrong about some things. Kevin Samuels was right about some things. He was wrong about some things. But never in my life will I wish death upon somebody for having a difference of opinion. If this person didn't kill nobody, this person didn't sexually assault nobody, this person ain't no predator, this dude don't be doing none of that shit, he just be having an opinion, whether it be harsh or not, about relationships, there's no need to wish death or rejoice death on a person. Let me put that out there. And I knew Cynthia couldn't wait to speak on this, even though she tried to be nonchalant, tried to act like, oh, well, people were hitting me up about it. No. You wish all black men were, you say black men are expendable. You wish black babies, black boys being born should not be born. You feel like they should be aborted. You are somebody who is no better than Kevin Samuels. And I want to make sure that I'm not just up here saying it. I want y'all to hear it for yourself. So as I pull up this video, please understand that this may be a little triggering to hear just based off of humanity's sake. Not even the fact that it's Kevin Samuels. Who cares about who it is? Just know, oh man, let me get this video up, man. Y'all need to hear this shit. Listen to Cynthia G talk about her feelings on the death of Kevin Samuels. Listen to this. Let me turn this music down. We gonna review this.
Hey y'all, so I'm coming on here obviously to talk about the big elephant in the room that's stomping around in my comment section called a kitten. Oh, I have a lot of...
Excuse me, I'm sorry. Let me make it very clear. This is not about... I want people to keep the same energy. If you didn't fuck with Kevin Samuels when he was alive, don't fuck with him now. Keep that same energy. I don't care. He neither here nor there. I don't give a damn. If you didn't fuck with him, you didn't fuck with him. But to cheer on the fact that he's dead is some sick shit. And I want to open people's eyes to that, especially in the hypocrisy that she's about to display here. So listen to what she's about to say, and we gonna go through this, and I'm gonna show you her viewpoints on this shit and how she feels, because for some reason she thinks this happened for a reason. She thinks this was a spiritual thing. Kevin Samuels died because there's a black man reckoning happening.
Struggle bandits who are missing their daddy, who are crying in my comment section and literally trying to blame this man's passing on me, because of course everything is Cindy's fault. I wasn't going to talk about this. I heard about it yesterday, and what's really ironic is that I made a statement in my live stream about Fresh and Fit yesterday, and I said that even when Kevin Samuels is gone, even when Fresh and Fit is gone, the Kyle and Jackie O podcast would still be around. During this time, I didn't know that Kevin had already passed. We all heard about it later. But because of that, a lot of people are in my comment section with minute marks and quotes and asking me to speak on this because of that statement, but also because I told you guys the black male reckoning is here. I've been saying for at least the past year and a half that the black male reckoning was coming, and I explained why. I stated that my opinion was that this was spiritual, and that because black men refuse to self-correct, they are being corrected spiritually. Now, there's a lot going on with...
First of all, boo! Because if there's a goddamn black male reckoning coming, then there's definitely a black woman reckoning coming. Is this person that delusional to where she thinks that all black women are saints and all black women are susceptible to having some type of karma into their lives because black men don't want them? I'm speaking from her rhetoric. Do I believe black men don't want black women? No, I don't believe that, because I see black men with black women every day. But because her had her own individual separate instance with a black man, she forms it into an overall opinion on all black men. And people don't understand how self-centered that is. People don't understand how psychotic that is, to feel like because you yourself got did wrong, that now you speak for everybody who has got done wrong, and you know what's best for all black women that exists. She literally is saying that the gods took Kevin Samuels away because of some black male reckoning that she thought up in her fucking psychotic ass head. Let's keep going. There's a lot to break down about this, because for some reason black men are getting corrected spiritually right now.
This situation here, a lot of people have a lot of different opinions on it and thoughts and feelings. I'm going to tell you guys right now, I'm indifferent to it. I didn't watch Kevin Samuels' content. The only time I would actually hear about his content is when subscribers would come to me
Put a cap in the chat,
requesting that I speak on it.
Put a cap in the chat.
Because he was a viral person, because he was such a
One thing about people when they have hate in their heart, because I don't have hate in my heart, but one thing I noticed about people that do is that they will gravitate and they will watch and they will look at what people do that they hate. We see it. It's apparent. It's right in front of our faces. All these people on social media be under comments on Instagram, Twitter, all this shit, talking shit about people they supposedly hate. And who would Cynthia G hate more in this world than somebody like a Kevin Samuels? So you know she was watching this shit, because guess who needs content to talk about black men? She does. And where can she get the best content out of? Somebody she hates. Talking about her people in her comments, talking about to go check out what Kevin Samuels had to say. If he's not on your radar and you don't care what Kevin Samuels has to say, Cynthia G, then you wouldn't pay it no fucking attention. But here you are.
Controversial person. Many people, those who liked him and didn't like him, wanted to hear about him. I had zero desire to talk about him. However, people are asking me now to talk about him yet again, and this will be the final time that I talk about him, aside from the sister talk discussion that we may have tomorrow, because I really couldn't care less. Kevin Samuels didn't impact my life.
This is gonna be the last one to talk about him, besides the show that I'm doing tomorrow with some other motherfuckers who will sit there and down talk Kevin Samuels. You delusional ass, weird ass witch.
None of his messaging meant anything to me. I would have never solicited any advice from him. And quite frankly, I don't understand why black women solicited advice from him. So let me say this in the beginning of the video. If you are a kitten,
before she made this video, she ordered a large cappuccino.
Pussy popping dick sucker who wants to cyber slurp what's now a corpse, you are going to get offended, so exit stage left. I'm indifferent to this. I'm not happy about it. I'm not sad about it. It just doesn't affect me in any way, shape, or form.
Which is why you're doing a live about it.
At the end of the day, this man was the walking personification of black male degeneracy.
Ooh,
and what I'm seeing is that the mindset of black men simply don't change. They're not trying to change. I don't care whether they change or not. What they do is gravitate towards men who are going to help them be degenerate, and then they'll uphold and worship these men, digital deep throat them, basically live vicariously through them, knowing, number one, most of you wouldn't go around talking about women are average at best, and you would take an average at best woman just to have a woman because you're running around with a dry dick.
Funny thing about that statement, Cynthia G, the very women that you sit up and coach all day about your black men being expendable bullshit talk, is that these are the exact women who hold those traits that you just explained about the very men who Kevin Samuels talks about or talks to, his audience. Degenerates. What's more of a degenerate than a motherfucker who wants black boys to be aborted just because they will become black men? That's lower than a degenerate to me. What's more of a degenerate than somebody who is scorned and hurt because niggas didn't really fuck with you? Clearly there was something wrong with you for niggas not to fuck with you. Look what you doing now. You took your experience and now you trying to project it onto other women because guess what? Misery loves company. And she couldn't be down all by herself. No. She needed people to feel the same way she felt because she didn't want to feel alone out here. Oh yeah, people like that exist. We know them. We know the people that don't like to see other people happy, so they got to see somebody else sad and miserable and depressed just like them. That is Cynthia G. She gets her rocks off by convincing other black women that black men aren't shit. And she came here to clear her name, supposedly, because people were saying it was her fault, as if people actually believed it was her fault that she had anything to do with Kevin Samuels' death. But more, it was just an excuse for her to talk about him after death and shit on him and black men. This was just another excuse for her to do that. And you know what's crazy about her goals when it comes to her little fucking bullshit ass show that she does, brainwashing ass motherfucking shit that she does? She runs sponsors for all black schools for children, and the first child you see is a black boy, someone who she most likely hates. You'll take the money for the sponsorship just like any of these other fake ass entertainers or personalities who just want to build an audience and make some fucking money off of saying some wild, stupid shit. You'll take the money to sponsor that shit, but in the same breath talk about how black boys need to be aborted. Fuck out of here. Let's keep going.
Don't make me start roasting, because I don't really want to drill. I really don't. I don't even really want to do the commentary, to be honest, but I'm telling y'all, people are going
calling the Kello Black.
I have a lot of comments to show you guys. The Shade Room posted the incident report, and then I want to show you guys a comment that was posted to my channel by a struggle bandit who thinks he's going to blame this man's passing on me as if I have anything to do with it. And if you feel like I can speak the passing of a person into manifestation, then you should probably keep my name out your mouth. That's what I'm going to say. But
only a crazy bitch would say some shit like that.
Of course, I want to give a shout out to everyone who contributes to the content on this channel. If you want,
that's how you know she wanted that man to die. Like, who says stupid shit like that? Oh, if you think my word, yo, you are psychotic. You, Cynthia G. I know you won't see this. You might see it. I don't give a damn. You are psychotic. Let's keep peeling back these contradictions as she keeps going, because of course any emotional, miserable human being will end up projecting their own shit onto other people. Just listen.
So by emailing me, please do not send me content requests on Instagram, Patreon, or anywhere except my email. The email address is in the description box and pinned to the comment section. Thumbs up the video, subscribe to the channel. When you do subscribe, don't forget to hit the notification bell and subscribe to all notifications. The STEM-based tour.
Look, let me show you something.
Afro-centered educational program for Black youth. Children can attend daily classes online or in the classroom at one of their 2 New York-based facilities. You can also make a tax-deductible donation to this nonprofit organization using PayPal, or
these are black men and black boys in your ads that you are getting paid to talk about. This is the future right here. Do you think these little black boys, she's just fucked up part because her whole thing is, since black men don't want us, they're expendable. So you pushing this narrative about how black women shouldn't give a fuck about black men, not only are you putting in their mind that they shouldn't fuck with black men, but they should look at the black boys different. You're gonna have these black mothers raising their black boys as if they don't give a shit about them because of you saying they're expendable. See, you don't understand that part. And to add on top of that, imagine when this young black boy goes on the internet and sees Cynthia G talking about black men being expendable and how black men are this and how black babies should be aborted if they're boys. You think he's gonna give a fuck about dating a black woman? You think his view on black women is going to be secure enough for him to want to date one if he feels like they don't give a shit about him? See, what you think you're doing is helping, but you're not. You're causing more damage to black women than the damage that was caused to you by whatever nigga that didn't give a fuck about you when he was with you. But let's keep going.
Person that you see that is popular, that black men gravitate towards, who is going to meet their reckoning. And listen, black women feel the way that you want to feel. Don't let black men manipulate you into feeling some type of sorrow for a man that set up and demeaned and disparaged you. His whole entire platform and so-called fame was built on demeaning and degrading black women. And it doesn't matter how much black men want to distort that message. It doesn't matter how much black men want to sit here and say he was repairing the black community. He was not. This was a man who was literally 56 or 57. Some reports are saying he was 56. Some reports are saying he was 57. At the end of the day, we know he was damn near 60. But I want to give you a brief breakdown of the life, to the extent that I understand it based on what he put out on social media, of the man that black men are calling their godfather, so you can really see why the community is what it is. Kevin was, according to reports, nearly 60, twice divorced, single with no woman to care about him. He possibly passed in the closet and spent his entire time ridiculing black women and promoting violence to the degree that the FBI was investigating him as well as the Black Manosphere due to the number of male followers who sent their girlfriends and families to meet their makers. This is...
Hey, let me remind y'all what she said earlier. This is a person that she didn't watch. This is somebody she didn't watch, right? She said she didn't watch his shit. She didn't listen. She didn't care for it. The only time that she heard about his shit was when people came to tell her to go listen or to go see what he said. And she responded that way. You mean to tell me this person that had all this entire diagnosis of this guy, even to the point where, oh, he possibly died in the closet. Let me tell you something. Kevin Samuels is one zesty looking motherfucker. I cannot deny that. All right. When that picture came out, when it looked like he was sprinkling pixie dust on the ground and shit, smiling all extra, trust me. All right. But the fact of the matter is, he died with a woman by his side. So whether he was in the closet or not, he had some pussy with him when he died. So I'm just saying, this sounds like a very, very scorned, hurt, miserable woman. And for somebody who did not pay attention to his shit or did not watch his shit, she sure did have a big ass diagnosis on who he was.
This is the reality of what it is. Black men can ignore this and say that he was repairing the community, but just like they're delusional towards everything else, they're delusional towards the impact of what this man was actually doing. He wasn't repairing relationships. In fact, he was going against everything that he claims that he wanted for black women. Because when you sit up there and in one breath say that black women need to be accountable, black women need to make better decisions, but then tell them to lower their standards for mediocre males who are degenerate, then you're going against your own message. Kevin Samuels did not have any good intent for the community. He wanted money, he wanted fame, he wanted clout, just like every other.
Just like you, motherfucker. Just like you. Let's just say, let's say Kevin Samuels is misogynistic. I don't give a fuck. He could be. I don't rock with it. But I mean, if he was, that's not what I do. So why would I give a fuck if he is or not? He's misogynistic and he hates black women. Okay, you literally hate black men and you preach this every single day on your channel. You are no better than Kevin Samuels. And if he's out here for the clout and for the dollar, with the rhetoric you spewing, motherfucker, you definitely out here for the same thing. Because only a fool would believe in what the hell you talking about. And she thinks this is this is some spiritual awakening, some spiritual thing. You gonna hear her talk about the fact that this was some shit like people don't think I believe in God and she really thinks it's some spiritual shit. But I'm gonna make a point about that in a second.
Black man wants, and he was willing to get it by any means possible. And the means that he was getting it by fit the climate, which is to demean and disparage black women. But see, there's something spiritual happening here, and what black men don't understand because they lack spirituality is that there is a higher power out there. Now, I may have said I'm not a Christian, but that doesn't mean I don't believe in God. I don't believe in God in the sense that you believe in God. I don't believe in a Christian God. I don't believe in an organized religious God. But do I believe that there is something or someone or multiple entities out there who do have more control than we do as humans? Yes.
I know what God you believe in, Cynthia G. Let me tell you, you believe in a God who believes that all black men are expendable. That's the type of God you believe in. Because ain't no way a God you believe in is gonna look you in the face at the pearly gates and let your raggedy ass through that motherfucker. I mean, the Bible says we are all God's children. You can't hate one part of God. You can't hate one section of God's children because they don't want to fuck with you. That's not a good enough reason to hate and have them be expendable and wish that they would be aborted. This is not a good enough reason. God will look you dead in your crooked eye and send your ass to purgatory. Right with your arch nemesis. Y'all gonna have to fight for eternity, motherfucker. Hey, let's keep going.
And whoever that person is, he, she, they, them, or whatever, they have spoken. And not only did they say Kevin Samuels' message doesn't need to be here, they obviously spoke and said he doesn't need to be here either. This is not on black women. No one did this to him. Either the creator has spoken or he simply didn't take his own advice, which was to take care of himself, because it is very random for a man of his age to just suddenly go into cardiac arrest. And this is the thing that black men are not considering.
Even though he was 57 or whatever, yes, that's young, but niggas had go through cardiac arrest at that age. It's not like she really wants to pin this on some spiritual shit. This nigga was pushing 60 and she's all like, well, he went into cardiac arrest. Oh shit, this is unusual. What?
Because they lack critical thinking abilities. But the reality of
wait, fuck that. That's how fucking crazy and delusional this woman is. You just got done basically throwing shade at his age, saying he's damn near 60, and now you try to act like he just, all of a sudden had cardiac arrest. Nigga was almost 60. And I bet you that age mixed with trying to keep up with all these young broads and trying to keep up with high value women and quite possibly high value men on the low, I'm pretty sure it stressed him out. I'm pretty sure it was too much on his heart. Hey, if you missed the beginning, I said I am neither a fan of both these motherfuckers, but I'm also not a shitty human being. I'm not gonna kick somebody when they down. I'm not gonna kick somebody after death. Like especially if you ain't really do shit. I didn't have to agree with this nigga's message, but I'm not gonna be like, oh yay, Kevin Samuel's dead. I can't believe it. Niggas having whole think piece. That's the funny part. Niggas on social media having whole think pieces, writing whole paragraphs, trying to justify the fact that they just celebrated somebody's death. Anything to mask your fucking hatred and your weirdness and your actual evilness. That's what people do. You trying to sit up here and explain why you don't give a damn. If you don't give a damn, shut the fuck up. But a lot of people couldn't wait to say some shit. Now she's going to talk about the lives that were affected by Kevin Samuels, and she's only going to name the negative parts because that's what cult leaders like to do. That's what manipulators like to do. They only like to pinpoint one side of things to make you believe that that is who that person was. And regardless if I agree with Kevin Samuels' message or whether I agree with his methods, he didn't just have a negative fan base. He didn't just have people that hated him. Clearly, he had people that supported him. Just like she has people that support her and her message and her rhetoric and her methods. There's probably a black woman out there right now who got pregnant, found out it was a boy, and aborted it because Cynthia G said black men are expendable. Now what? See, that's another thing. What the fuck is she gonna do when she gets confronted by the woman who tells her, I love what you do. Oh my God, Cynthia, you have taught me so much. Oh my God, all this stuff about black men and they're expendable and how they did. Because this man that I was with, he did this, he did X, Y, and Z. He didn't love me, he didn't do that. And guess what? I found me a man and we've been at it for a while and I believe in us and we got pregnant. And when I went to go get my ultrasound, we found out it was a boy. You know what I did? You know what I did? You guessed it. Snatch that little motherfucker right out. Expendable for sure. What you think about that? What you think Cynthia gonna do then? You gonna congratulate her? I think she might be twisting up to do that. But let's move on.
Whether this was a good person was subjective. Some people liked him, some people hated him. Some people are sad that he's passed away. Some people are celebrating it. I'm not going to do either. I'm going to go on about my life because he didn't affect my life.
Whoa. I'm sorry. I keep stopping it because, well, I'm telling you, it's crazy how much people contradict themselves. It's crazy how much these motherfuckers expose their own inner agenda. It didn't affect you in no way, but here you are on YouTube talking about it and dissecting this man's life. Let's listen to that again.
Sad that he's passed away. Some people are celebrating it. I'm not going to do either. I'm going to go on about my life because he didn't affect my life.
Does that not sound like a crazy bitch to you? What are you talking? What are we talking about? Does that not sound like a lunatic? You act like I want people to pay attention to stuff like that because I know some people out there will hear that and be like, I mean, it doesn't sound that crazy. Yeah, she's contradicting herself, but it don't sound that crazy. No, anybody who can't actually see who they are when they speak, as far as when they're talking about somebody and not realizing that they're even talking about themselves, and entirely contradicting exactly what it is that they're doing. That's like me going and wiping shit on somebody's window and being like, you know what? I did it, but it was like, it didn't mean shit to me. It was just, I wiped the shit on the window, and you know what? It wasn't a big deal. Yes, it was a very big deal. You wipe feces on the window. Right now, she's wiping feces on the window and telling her entire subscribers that she's not doing that. No, I'm not doing that at all. What you see is mud. This is not shit. Yes, you saw me bend down and actually take a shit on my hand and wipe it on the window, but it's not shit. I promise you, it's just mud. You lunatic.
The lives that he affected were the black women who he demeaned and degraded. The lives that he affected were the lives of the people when he was promoting DV, disguised as domestic discipline as a means of punishing women who are not obedient to struggle males. Those are the lives that were affected. The women whose self-esteem he destroyed as he sat up there and told them they're average at best, they don't deserve marriage, they're ugly, they're overweight, they're asking too much. The FBI was not investigating me because my narrative led to multiple people meeting their makers. They were investigating Kevin Samuels and the Black Manosphere because his was deemed to be that way. And
the delusion.
I'm not saying that Kevin told them to do anything. I'm saying he influenced them with his narrative, specifically the narrative promoting domestic discipline, i.e. DV, making whipping sounds in the background every time he talked to a woman and she said something that he didn't like. So we ain't gonna be delusional.
But she didn't watch him.
Here, just because this man has passed, we're not gonna.
Did she just say we're not gonna be delusional here?
To a woman and she said something that he didn't like, so we ain't gonna be delusional here. To a woman and she said something that he didn't like, so we ain't gonna be delusional here.
We ain't gonna be delusional here. I'm gonna make shirts with a cartoon version of Cynthia G. With the quotation marks above the head that say we ain't gonna be delusional here. That is gold. That's complete pure gold. Now, I'm not here to uplift his life and say he was some community activist and that he did so many great things and that he was just this and that. No, my God, Kevin Samuels is great. No, I'm not here to say that. I'm not even here to say he should be celebrated. But I will say there are a bunch of hit dogs that are like a motherfucker. With specifics.
Just because this man has passed, we're not going to uplift him as if he was doing something beneficial to the black community. No, he was not. He was the walking personification of how black men never outgrow their degeneracy. It just is what it is. Him and a number of other people, him and David Carroll and a number of different black men who date as far back as the civil rights movement, doing nothing but damage to the black community. And let black men tell the story, and they're going to uplift this man as if he was the second coming of MLK or Malcolm X or something. Hey ladies, if you're on a
fuck your sponsors
and be fake in my comment section. If y'all wanted the commentary on it, I'm going to give you the commentary. But before I finish the commentary, I want you guys to take a look at some of these comments, because I want you guys to really see what a lot of people are saying and how people are responding to this. So go ahead and take a look at these comments. And
I want y'all to be, I want to be very clear on something. When she showed her video of the comments that people left, it was a bunch of comments in her favor of like who she believed Kevin Samuels to be, which is, like I said, when you have a cult mentality, a cult base of people that will actually listen to some weird ass rhetoric that black men are expendable and black babies should be aborted if they boys, shit like that. You are a virus. You're a virus. You do this shit to manipulate your subscribers and the people that follow you into believing in the weird and outlandish shit that you say, because deep down inside, point blank period, you were hurt. Niggas hurt you. You could not settle down with a black man because they figured out who you were, Cynthia G. Nobody just develops this mindset. You were a nut from the get-go. You just got popular. Oh man, I wish I could reverse time so I can go to whoever it was that did you wrong and tell them never to get involved with you. Let's see if you feel the same way about black men. Because she's acting like she's not only taking from her own experience, but taking from other people's experience all around the world. No. See, it's convenient to you because black women who've dated black men have obviously been through some type of hurt in their relationships with those black men. So they come to you with their stories, and because they're so hurt about what they went through, they will sit there and listen to you. You feed off of these people's trauma and they hurt and their misery and their depression because they're fiending to hear the same shit that they went through. And they're fiending for some type of direction and somebody to lead them and somebody to say, hey, I hate them niggas too. Just like there are black men riding for Kevin Samuels and justifying his rhetoric, you got black women doing the same exact thing with yours. And yours is no better than his. But of course you think so. And it's crazy because I want to play one last part for y'all during this video, because I think right here this part is so prolific. If there's anything I agree with this lunatic ass weirdo, it's this part right here. Listen up.
And ultimately, that's what happened to him. So I find a lot of this very ironic. And this is why people have to really think about what they're putting out there. What you put out against another person ultimately can come back to you. And that's what happened here. You have a man who literally went out the same way that he said black women were going to. Black men are going to promote their degeneracy. It just is what it is. They just don't learn. They want to run around here in these Twitter streets acting like this man was doing something and saving relationships, and they ain't got a piece of evidence to substantiate it. Black men just like to say what they like to say, and then they're running around cyber slurping this dude. Like, y'all really like dick in your mouth that much that you would sit up here and cyber slurp a corpse at this point? A man who cared nothing about you, a man who exploited your insecurities and your propensity to be an incel so that he can make money, and that's your king who ran around telling women not to believe their own children who have been violated by strange men. Like I said, the creators, the higher power has spoken, and black men need to sit down, shut their ass up, wipe them dusty tears off your face, and take your grievance to the person that you worship. Take your grievance to whoever your God is that snatched this man up off this planet and said he ain't need to be here. And
Cynthia G, the person that didn't pay attention to Kevin Samuels because it didn't move you either way. You didn't care about it, didn't affect you at all, right? But you spent half an hour talking about it. You said something real profound at that point. You said, Salto, it's about what you give out. If you give out that type of energy to somebody, you'll give it back, right? At that point, I realized you were self-projecting a lot, because the energy that you're putting out into the universe is going to come back to you. You can't say the shit that you're doing. You can't say the shit that you're saying and then say what he was doing was so bad that spiritually he was corrected. Because if that is the case, Cynthia G, your days are fucking numbered. Whatever God, whatever entity you believe in, just know the rules you apply for people also apply for you. You aren't exempt from the rule. the energy that you are giving out, you are going to get back. See, it'd have been something if her and Kevin Samuels actually had some type of real beef or some shit. Like they really had it out for each other. They really just spent time really talking shit about each other, and they just hated each other like that. But if he didn't affect you neither here nor there, but you spent this much time giving out this much energy on that man, please believe it's going to come back to you tenfold, just like it did for him. If that's what you are living by, Cynthia G. Now, I pray for your mental. I hope one day black men won't be expendable, but I feel like that is a hill you are willing to die on as long as people pay attention to your weird ass. And that's all I have to say about that woman. Now, another thing I got to talk about before I get out of here, man. You already know. You seen the title. Black Lives Matter. One of the co-founders, man, Patrice Cullors, got pulled up on by Candace Owens. Oh, I can't stand Candace. But this was something that was very interesting. Candace pulled up to this woman's home to ask her about the millions of dollars that have been donated to the Black Lives Matter organization. Very good question. And I know that's a question that we all want to get the answer to. But see, the problem with Candace Owens is she does it for the clout. She does it for the click. She does it for her white counterparts who love to put her doggy bowl on the ground and give her a nice little treat when she done some good shit for them. Now, I don't care for the organization. I don't care for Patrice at all. As a matter of fact, I would love to get those answers. Patrice, if you see this, let Patrice know. We want to know what's going on with Black Lives Matter donation money while y'all living in multi-million-dollar homes. That's the real part about it. And also the other real part about it is Candace Owens ain't shit. I definitely don't like to spend too much time on Candace Owens. So that's all I want to say on that. I want to let y'all know I'm not fucking with neither of these motherfuckers. Fuck Black Lives Matter organization. I love my black people. I love my people. I love y'all. I love y'all black skin. I love the way that y'all make jokes all the motherfucking time out of anything. I love the fact that we move the culture. I love that shit ain't inspired unless one of us cracks that shit off. But as far as the organization, fuck them niggas. Candace Owens, fuck you too. Now, we have to talk about another thing real quick, man. The update on Dave Chappelle. So y'all know Dave got attacked by some crazy cooked out weirdo with a fake gun that turned into a knife. The LAPD decided not to charge him with a felony. I don't know why. I can't give you the answer to that. To be honest, I wish I could. But either way, I think justice was swift on that man. Hey, shout out to you for the 13. Appreciate you, Brielle. Thank you for the Cash App. I appreciate y'all support always. But yeah, no charges, no felony charges for the guy that ran up on Dave Chappelle, tried to tackle him, and supposedly, allegedly tried to stab him. Now, he ended up getting the donkey shit beat out of him and his arm twisted and mangled like a motherfucking pretzel. But he still should have got charged. But the reason I'm bringing this up is because I had just recently found out that it wasn't just Dave that stomped this nigga out. It wasn't just Jamie Foxx. It wasn't just Busta Rhymes. But it was also Jon fucking Stewart. Do y'all know who Jon Stewart is? I hope y'all know who Jon Stewart is. And if you don't, do your research. Because Jon Stewart is one white guy who we can count on. I'm going to tell you that right now. And I'm going to tell you why. Because here's the thing, man. A lot of people talk about certain white people that get invited to the cookout, and I'm tired of hearing that shit. Because it's always because somebody either says some profound shit about some black people or says some real shit about black people. It's like, oh yeah, he said some real shit about black people. What has he done? Or it's been some white person that could do a dance good as fuck like a black person or some shit. They bust that shit out. Oh shit, look at them doing that TikTok dance. Oh, that nigga know how to Dougie. He's invited to the cookout. Fuck that shit. You know who's invited to the cookout? The motherfucking white man who helped stomp a nigga out for the culture. Didn't give a fuck about his millions of dollars, his celebrity, whether he was getting sued or not. He said, my nigga Dave just got tackled. We gonna stomp this nigga out and we gonna mangle his motherfucking arm. Jon Stewart, you are not only invited to the cookout, nigga, you can help organize it. I don't give a fuck. We need an ally like that. Not even the motherfuckers that be running around at these protests with the signs up. A lot of that shit is performative. Nah, when the police pull up and they start beating niggas' ass and you start punching too, you cool with me. If I see you jump in the air, falcon kick a police officer while he trying to arrest a black man on the ground, you cool with me. If you see niggas outside having a barbecue and niggas smoking weed, having fun, shooting dice, whatever the fuck they want to do, and you don't call the police, you cool with me. Jon Stewart put a boot to this nigga's neck, and I don't care. Because he did it for the right reasons. So shout out to Jon Stewart. We appreciate you, OG. Also a very funny individual, man. That's why I said do your research, man. Do your research. Jon Stewart is very funny, man. Very, very intelligent individual as well, man. Keep shit real. And last but not least, Kung Fu motherfucking Kenny. The man, the myth, the legend. Where is he at? Look at this, man. Shout out to Kendrick, man. Kendrick posted a brand new music video song for his new up-and-coming album, Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers. The visuals for The Heart Part 5 is out right now, and it was very profound, very prolific. Rest in peace, Nip. And I think it was, once again, another well put together project or well put together song and visual and just overall piece of art. I think he's very dope, man. I think Kendrick is literally one of the greatest artists of our generation. And we gotta uphold that brother at all costs, man, because we don't get that type of artistry a lot in the industry. A lot of this shit is robotic. A lot of this shit is like clockwork. Everything is the same. We need the difference. We need to have the balance. And every time Kendrick drops, we get it. Every time, man. So shout out to Kendrick. New album coming out May 13th. I'm definitely going to go cop that shit. And I hope y'all do the same this Friday. Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers. GMS fam, the Green Room. Y'all know what time it is. Put a GMS in the comments. Also, man, if you really want to support the GMS show, you can do it in a big way by leaving a comment under this video as soon as the live is over. Listen, I'm telling you, it makes my heart happy. My little herbal marijuana heart. It makes me very happy. So leave a comment under the video after the live is over. I'm going to show some love. Put a GMS in the comments. I'm going to shout everybody out. Follow me on my socials. I'm going to follow everybody back. Hit the Cash App today if you are feeling generous. Much appreciated. Thank you for the 13 in the Cash App earlier. Binky Bianca. It's all good. It's all good. Hit the replay. I had to go in on Cynthia G a little bit. You know, she was doing her delusional thing, you know. She was doing that old delusional thing again. She was doing the old crazy bitch thing again. Man, sometimes having common sense is a blessing and a curse, man, because then you have to watch people like that and then it makes your head hurt. Shout out to Ralph S., Sanaa, Business, Brielle, Glow, Vale. Thank y'all so much for pulling up on me today, man. It's a very dope show. External or Eternal Umbra. I remember I used to always say external. Eternal Umbra. I gotta say that like a fucking video game entrance. Oh yeah, she is a fucking kook. Bitch need a straight jacket, man. And she needs some laser eyes. What you call it? Some LASIK. She needs that shit. She needs to correct her eyeball. I know she be trying to digitally correct that shit. And I be watching it. I see it. I see it on her eyeball. Be trying to move, and then all of a sudden you see it come back. That's because she digitally corrected it. She got a lazy eye, and I see it. I peeped it. I'm like, come on, man. You need to be worrying about yourself. Quit worrying about black men all the goddamn time. Go get your fucking eye fixed. What up, John Maximus? He said, Aunt Esther looking at us. Don't forget to leave a comment, man. Leave a comment under this video when it's done. I'm going to see y'all there in the comment section. I'm going to show y'all love. GMS fam, the green room. I hope y'all have a wonderful week. I'm going to see y'all Wednesday and I'm going to see y'all Friday. I didn't do Club GMS this past weekend, but we gonna get back to it this weekend. So I hope y'all pull up for that as well. Catch the vibes. Party out with a motherfucker for a while. I appreciate y'all, man. One love. GMS fam, we out.